Hello and welcome back. It's me, the Shifty Loser, taking on Assetto Corsa Competizione. We're at Brands Hatch this time round, guys. Starting mid-pack, 9th position by the looks of it. I was quite mediocre through free practice again. Not bad this time. I like the circuit at Brands Hatch. A circuit of the kingdom. The man said to do the double file queuing again. That's quite funny. Euro queuing, I call it. To go with the Euro miles there in the bottom corner. Not for long, my friends. Not for long. Things are locking up for the United Kingdom. Not because things have gone well, mind you. It's not really locking up, if I'm honest. I'm being positive. The realities of the United Kingdom at the moment is shocking. Anywho, back onto the Assetto Corsa. I watched Chris Hay the other day. He's got a YouTube channel, very good with the sim racing. He was talking about the British cars, the British cruisers, I believe he called it, and I was very perturbed. He didn't have our old friend the Jag on there. I was very put out by that. I'm curious why, but I did watch on. The explanation he gave was actually quite good. He said that Emil Fry, the team that run the Jag, in fact, have pretty much built the parts themselves at this point, and it's effectively a prototype Jag. Which, so fair play. Sadly, not running anymore. I believe that 2018 was the swan song year, and a swan song no less it was from watching the Chris Hay video. I do recommend watching it. It's very good. But anywho, yeah, so I'll go with Chris Hay on that. I'll go. I find his logic quite good. I was just taken in by the fact that it had the Jaguar pouncing across the front of the car, which made me think it was British. Anywho, we are in a British car now, the Aston Martin, and I'm very much liking it. Crazy into the corners, but beautiful coming out. Can get quite wobbly at times, but I absolutely adore it. I've realised the Aston I put on the thumbnails as well. It's not the Aston I'm driving, but I can't seem to get a good image of it. So I'm just going to stick with the one I've got. Besides, it's nice and blue. Stands out. Clickbait and all that. I do like Brands Hatch circuit. I should also point out as well. I've started to right foot brake as opposed to always using the left, which you might say is a step back. However, it does seem to be giving me a little bit more control over the car, and it's only really because I'm trying to get ready to start using the clutch in certain games. So I want to get used to braking with my right foot and getting back on the throttle as quick as I can. It's probably made me a little bit smoother, but not necessarily better, which is a shame. I'd hoped it had, but we will give it some time. This is all still a learning exercise, remember? And honestly, I think we've learned quite well. I do like this circuit. I like how twisty it is. I have the car set up at its most aggressive, and I've not messed up on the fuel. As you can see, I've definitely, I pushed it. Well, it does say we have 12 laps. I'm not sure that's going to be enough. Well, I'm sure we shall find out though, my friends. We shall find out. If need be, I'm going to try and do the maths. I'm going to try and get to halfway through the race. I started with about 33 litres of fuel. So when it gets to the 10-minute mark, as long as we're above 16 or 17, it should be okay. If it doesn't, we'll have to put something in a pit stop and drag the time of that out, which I don't want to do. You have to excuse me in a moment. I can feel a cough coming on. Very tickly. I don't have any water next to me. I just have my pot of Dow Egberts. Back to the pure indulgence, my friends. Number 4 on the scale. Epic stuff. I absolutely love it. No, I'm not sponsored by them, someone asked. You've seen our view count. They don't sponsor us, my friends. They don't sponsor us, sadly. I wish that they did. All the Dow Egberts in the world would cheer me up more than you could possibly imagine. I do like Dow Egbert. I'm a full-blown, open, honest caffeine addict. I'm not going to shy away from that. I don't think it's bad for you. I won't go out on a limb and say it's good for you, but I don't think that coffee is bad for you. Anywho, back on with the racing. Pounding on, that's my favourite saying when I don't know what else to say. It's better than so I just say things like pounding on, and so. That's my new format, friends, And also, I try to speak now as a way to distract myself. It seems that when I overthink the circuit, that's when it all goes wrong. If I don't think about what I'm doing, just drive around, I seem to do okay, especially if I get on a rant about the politics, but we'll come to that later on. I saved the political segment for those that can be bothered watching past the 5-minute mark, which most of you don't. It makes me wonder why sometimes I actually go on and make the full video. I'm only messing about. I absolutely love making the videos, and I hope that those of you that are watching do enjoy them. I really do. But thank you for all your support either way. It's very nice to see. But this is a fantastic game, by the way, guys. I absolutely do recommend it. It's a shame there's not a great deal of circuits, but apparently I saw news the other day that there is some DLC coming with some new circuits, one of which is Laguna Seca in the US. Oh dear, I'm hitting the microphone. Sorry about that, guys, not going over well. I'll bob the pop filter back just to try not to distract you. Oh dear, I forgot to change gear again. Oh, well, maybe speaking with you does put me off ever so slightly, and I just don't realise it. But the guy behind me must be getting mad. If I was him, I'd be getting in the pits now. Just to get away from me. I'm definitely holding up the pack. Where am I? 9th position, so I've not gone up and I've not gone down.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
That was the personal best, was it? Well, that's concerning. That's concerning for the rest of the race, because that's as good as I've done. Oh, I'm very upset. Oh, I nearly took that way too deep. I think I've managed to hold off the Audi there. I did. At the risk of getting spun, no less. Now the headphone, the earphone in my right ear seems to be working. Oh well. I guess I'm just going on one ear for the rest of the race. Come on, maintain the corner. There, we've got it. We've got it. Up into second before it tops out. There we go. Now, I don't think I'm going to catch the chaps in front, sadly. I'm just creating a tailback here. A friend of mine asked me when it is I'm going to actually start winning. That's very hurtful, my friend. Very hurtful. I'm doing okay, I thought. Haters will hate, I suppose. Haters will hate. But yeah, I did intend on winning this race, just to, you know, shove it to the man and all that. I don't think that's going to happen. And there are 2 races. I suppose I could just record the next one as well. Hope you don't notice and just put the end table up should I win that. Just keep restarting until I do. But I don't anticipate I'm going to win many races in this at all. I've made it more difficult. The damage is now at 100%. In practice, I slightly damaged the car. Wow. I could barely turn. Oh, I'm definitely messing up on the gears. And that has to be from talking to you all. You're very distracting. All of you.
The fastest lap so far.
I keep getting the fastest laps so far on laps that, if I'm being perfectly frank, they're absolute shit. I'm not sure how. That's very concerning. No, I won't let him get the inside. I won't have it. It's mine. And we're off. Oh, I think I took that rather well. I am going to focus a little bit more on this one. Try and get a decent lap in. But I probably won't. That's the sad reality. I did hold that line rather well. And I have pulled away from the pack behind. But I haven't really gained on the back in front. Not really much benefit there. Power, power. Now they definitely game. I'm always slow around that part of the circuit. Always slow. Oh, I do like that. I love Brands Hatch, now that I'm used to it. Absolutely beautiful circuit. The corners just pull you around. They're beautiful. You just have to be better than I am at sim racing and changing gear and whatnot. Oh, the pit window is now open. I'll wait well after the 10-minute mark, and then I'll pound in. Now the Audi's definitely stronger than me around there. This must be his in-lap. He's hitting it. He's hitting it.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Again, fastest lap on one that I genuinely thought was crap. Oh well, on we go, on with that one. I'm not sure what else to talk about, guys. Other than me being absolutely poor, I ended up in 5th gear there. I'm one of the shortest streaks in the game. I'm not entirely sure how that happened. Either way, we got through without letting the Audi pass. I do feel I'm just ruining their races now. So I must be quick. I must be quicker. I must. I will probably pit in at the end of this lap, if I remember. Just to get that out of the way. After the update that I was mentioning earlier, but in the last video, in fact, it now automatically puts the correct driver in, so no more. Hopefully they've made that for me. Maybe they've watched the Kunos games and watched the videos of me and realised, oh, for the useless arsehole like myself, this game is very difficult, so they've just made it easier for us. Or maybe they've just taken the knowledge that it would be assumed that the driver would change, and therefore does. And you would have to actively state that you don't want the driver to change, which I would. Sorry, it's you in the car anyway. There's no different skill or driving prowess between the other drivers within the team. Presumably they're supposed to be the amateur, so it is you racing. By definition you are an amateur. Unless of course you are not. Like David Carroll, who's not an amateur. Genuine person. Very impressed with David Carroll. Watched your other video and on board the other day. Oh, I'm so jealous, sir. so jealous. Looks absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. One thing that does disappoint me, though, about this game. Oh, I forgot the pit stop. No Nordschleifer. Why is that? I want to drive the GT3 cars around the Nordschleifer. They definitely do. I've seen it in real life. So, come on, Kunos. That should be on the track today. That should definitely be that. Oh, this is a very slow lap. How much fuel? 15 laps for half the race. I don't think that's enough, guys. I'll have to put some in, which I totally can do. It's only a couple of litres I need to put in, so it shouldn't really drag the pit stop out a great deal at all. Presumably changing the drivers would be slower than having a little bit of fuel. Oh, that bits of fuel, unless it all has to be done in sequence. Oh, we're off for it. I do seem to lose a lot of pace compared to the others coming around that. This is my favourite corner in second gear. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, if you missed it earlier, I must point out that I am right foot braking and right foot accelerating all the way through this. My left foot is literally just planted to the floor. I'm not even using it. Now I'm just going to duck in. There we go, just make sure I'm at the right pace, which I was. Totally break the rules, I'll just drive past everybody's garage. Hello, friends. Hello. I'm not sure what I was hitting. There we go. How long have we got to wait? 30 seconds. I didn't put any fuel in. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we'll have enough. 7 laps remaining. Possibly. We could be okay. If that's the case, 34 laps again. Or 34 litres, sorry. Very frightening. Very frightening. Anywho, the shout-outs. My friend the Ultra Hero. Well played. Great stuff, my friend. Great stuff. Thank you for the shout-out video. Wacka's the same with your 10 hours free of FIFA. Made the most of that, friend. Absolutely brilliant. For player reviews, guys. Definitely go there. Wacka's the same. Description in the link below. I definitely would check that out. Come on, let's go. Let's go. My good friend, my other good friend, Urfan, spelled with a U, U-R-F-A-N, does character builds. Absolutely brilliant. Red Dead Redemption 2, he actually made Arthur and John. He even made Jack, John's younger brother. Absolutely brilliant. I watched one the other day. They're fantastic. I do recommend that. I'll also put the description in the link below. Definitely get yourselves over there, guys, and give that a watch. Let's not forget my good friend here, the Two Road Gaming, Mama Sloth, playing Vigor. Great game. I love the concept of that. Very survivalistic. Based in like the Nordic territories, Norway and such. Great game by the looks of things. He's enjoyed it very much. I do recommend giving that a watch if you're contemplating getting the game as well. And let's not forget, it's playing Dead Rising 4. Some people give that a bad rap, but I actually quite like it. Bit of a kill fest, which, you know, why the hell not? Why the hell not? Lots of selfies involved in that. Lots of selfies, but quite funny. You're a very funny man, Mama. And my good friend, Bob Flange, carrying on with the Pro Evolution Soccer. He's doing the career, you know, you play as one person on the pitch. Absolutely brilliant. He's doing the same in NHL. I know, it's a game of the colonies. Sorry, my American friends. But it's true. Canada as well. But Canada do have the same head of state as us, don't you, my friends? Queen and country and all that. Never fear, never fear. An arser like me will always be here. Oh dear, I nearly fucked that up. I'm sure you can all laugh. You can all laugh. I don't mind. It's quite funny. I'm just going to keep this raw. I'm going to not put the music in again. I actually quite like hearing the engine and obviously the sound of my own voice. Voice. I said voice. It's my new voice. It's a mix between English and the French. Sorry, ignore that. That wasn't even funny. I'm trying to be more entertaining. A friend said. Anywho, I'll just crack on with the race, I think, guys. Sorry about being a dick. Oh, for God's sake. Come on. Right, back on it. 14th place. This is a shambles of a race. I did want to do far, far better than this. I wanted to do far better. If for nothing else, just to get one over on my friend that said I should start there. Oh, for Christ's sake. Not the marbles. Well, it's as good a save as I could have possibly done. Remember the last one round on this, it was that corner there where I got disqualified. driving the wrong way. I've come a long way, you can see. Still dropping off the circuit at the exact same places, but this time, no DQ. I thought I handled that quite well. But the Bentley I know from racing it previously in the championship, it's not that quick, so if that's catching up with me, something's definitely amiss. Now I don't want you to forget, I've said it a few times, I am accelerating and braking with the same foot. I'm not doing left foot, right foot, just to get myself prepared using the clutch. If you don't believe me, no, I'll do it. I urge you to go back and watch the previous videos in the series. At the start I used the racing line. I promised you I'd stop using it by a certain point, and I did. I'm not, however, gonna, box myself in and say that I'll stop using automatic clutch by a certain race, because honestly it's going to take me some time, man. It's another bit of body mechanics to get my head around for the game, so I'll work up to it. I don't think it'll be too hard, I just don't want to give myself a hard deadline. It's not Brexit. Sim racing. Yes. Well, for everybody that's watched thus far, I do want to thank you all, I really do. Your support has been second to none. I need to stop talking with you all though, because I'm absolutely ballsing this race up. Come on, go forward now. Don't spin like you always want. There you go, stop doing that. Come on. You can do it, Forward. I'm very sorry, guys. I'm very, very sorry. It's constantly going wrong. I'm sure if I wasn't trying to speak at the same time, I would do this a lot better. And besides, I would have probably restarted the race, so you'd have never known that would happen. I wouldn't really. I've shown all my fuck-ups. I simply don't have time to constantly redo the race if I shit it, so you get to see it raw. I'm not saying the other guys that make these sort of videos don't do that, but I don't think that they do. So, there you are. I've said it now. I'm not saying I'm better than them though either. They're far too good. Some of them that I watch are absolutely epic racers on this. Jimmy Broadbent, he's fantastic, and he doesn't consider himself very good compared to the really good ones. So that's remarkably concerning when you're nowhere to the caliber of someone who's saying that people are above them. Oh dear me. I'm glad that he's not up his own arse. He does accept that it's not actually a race car driver, and he is a sim racer. Now, as noble as that is, Jimmy, you are a fine sim racer and entertainer. Do not sell yourself short, sir. Do not sell yourself short. I believe if the two of us were to go on a race circuit, you would win. So I won't mock. You're better, most likely, in a race car than I, and most definitely a better sim racer for it. And I do believe that sim racing would, in fact, help anyone drive quickly. If the simulator is good and the physics are correct, then why the hell not? In terms of handling a car, learning a circuit, why not? Why wouldn't it help? So I don't understand why previously I've messed that up. Look at that bloody mess on it. Now this is a shit show. Once again, another shit show. I'm very, very sorry, guys. I could have done trickery and editing and restarted the race and all that jazz, but that just wouldn't have been real. So I didn't want to do that. I wanted to show you my development, hardcore, straight up. This is what it is. I know I've not developed very much, but if anyone has any suggestions for how I should learn to be better, do leave them in the comments. I'm willing to take on advice. At this stage, I've done maybe, I think this is episode 17, perhaps. Wow, 17, that's quite a ways. So 17 races I've had, because you've seen all of them. I mean, I do the practice without showing that anymore, because it seemed a lot of you didn't like it. You just turned off when the practice was on. So fuck it, I just jumped straight into the race now. Why the hell not? I'm not showing both races either, because the race would be absolutely monstrous. Now, that's a shame, because the night, it does look absolutely epic, this game on the night. They've got the lighting so well, and that's even without ray tracing. Now, there was talk of ray tracing coming to the game, but now it's not. Not for some time anyway. I'm not entirely sure why. I'm guessing it was just killing performance like it did on everything else. Now this game as it stands performs so well. My graphics card barely gets warm. Oh my word. We're down to 4.91 litres of fuel, 2 laps remaining, 1 minute 9 to go. I think we could be on a winner, guys. We might actually get this, provided I don't keep making the circuit longer than it needs to be, like that. Well, we will see. I'm not going to start, not throttling on. That would be foolish. I want to do well, and by do well I mean not come last. which we probably won't looking at this, but still, second to last. There you go, my friend. I told you I wanted to win for you. I wanted to shove it right in your face, but I cannot, because I was poor, very poor. And I've lost, again. But I blame the distraction of speaking with everyone, so now I'm going to give myself a deadline of I will win within the next 5 races, even whilst talking as racing, doing the live commentary, which is stupendously... Well, earlier I said it wasn't difficult. I do have a smoother race when I'm speaking to you all, but it's most definitely not as quick. Definitely not as quick. Well, here we go. Do we have enough for 1 lap? 3 litres of fuel? I guess we'll find out, because we're definitely getting that lap in. Now, we saved a little bit there. I think we'll get this. I think we'll be fine.
The leader has finished the race.
No, I'm sure he has, so that means he was almost a lap in front of me. That's appalling, Lewis. Appalling. But I do like the graphics. Look at the stand and all the people in it. The gazebos look absolutely amazing. Well done, man. So if I wouldn't have messed those 2 corners up, or that same corner up but twice, I could probably have pulled something along the line of about 8 from this race, I think, looking how far people are in front. Sorry, I do like that corner. Only when you get it right. This one gets me, to be fair. I'm not sure how to take that corner. All the other cars seem to be an awful lot quicker than I do like this one. Every corner at Brands Hatch, if you catch it right, you know you've caught it right, because the car just goes around the corner with minimal fuss. It's almost like the turn itself drags the car around. Now I'm curious who's behind me and how crap they are, because I have not had a good race. How I'm not a last is beyond me. We have the perfect amount of fuel, guys. Again, I didn't use a calculator, I effectively did it on the fly.
Alright, check it, fine. Good job. You did the best you could. I'll bring the car back.
I did the best I could, apparently. That man was waving the blue flag. I don't think that means I did very well. Oh, we got no bonus points. Still remember, in the last career when we did this before, we got 1,700. So we just need to beat that by the end. So far we're on 2,000 after 2 races because we've got professionalism. Whoopee-doo. Anywho, thank you very much for watching. Do like, do subscribe. You know, your support definitely helps. And do leave a comment if you have any suggestions like I mentioned earlier. Well, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.